Here's 4 major ways you can pay anything with a credit card. And using these methods, you can send up to $5,000 to your friends using a credit card with no fees. You can pay your rent. You can even pay business vendors and contractors with your business credit cards, even if they don't accept credit, which means you have better cash flow. There's one company that's been helping businesses use credit cards for all types of transactions. It's called Plastique, and unfortunately, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy just within the last day or so. So real quick, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, it usually proposes a plan of reorganization to keep the business alive and to pay creditors over time. And so what I've found through a little research is that most of these Chapter 11 bankruptcies, 90% to be specific, will end in failure. So it may take months, it may take years, but inevitably the reorganization doesn't work out and the company ends up closing down. So I think we need to start looking for alternatives to Plastique just so your business doesn't skip a beat. So the best alternative that I found is Milio. I just signed up myself, and they say they simplify invoice payments and amplify cash flow. Milio gives businesses the flexibility to pay vendors, suppliers, and contractors exactly the way they want. Vendors get a check or a bank transfer and don't even need to sign up. It's got a bunch of features to it. You can, sync accounting software. It's got approval workflows, easy bill capture. My big thing is credit cards. So it gives you the ability, it just gives you another tool in the toolbox to use a business credit card to pay for any sort of transaction. Let's say that you do home renovations and you want to pay your contractors, literal contractors, to do work for you, but they only take check or some sort of bank transfer, but you don't want to pull from your business checking account. You can use a credit card that'll give you like that 25-day plus float to, so you don't have to use up your cash flow for that period of time. And so you can use your business credit cards to pay them in the meantime. Let's say you want to purchase a new piece of equipment. Let's say you do, pressure washing, and you want to order a new expensive pressure washer for your business. Maybe you hired somebody new and they need another pressure washer. I mean, you can't just get it at Home Depot. Maybe you have to order from a specific business enterprise vendor. Well, in that case, maybe they're not going to offer you to pay for it with credit card. So if you can still pay with check, but you can use your credit card through Milio to make that purchase. So Milio also gives you international payments. You can combine payments. You have partial payment access, so you can split the bill into multiple payments, and you get secure checks as well. So all you have to do to sign up is create your Milio account first. Then you can upload a bill or add an invoice yourself manually. You can make a payment by card or ACH bank transfer, and then you can choose how the vendor gets paid. They can get paid through bank transfer, ACH, paper check, or even a single-use virtual card. These are all the ways that you can make a payment to a vendor. You can use the basic ACH bank transfer for free. You can mail a check, and that's $1.50. You can pay by card, and that's a 2.9% fee. And let's talk about the fee real quick. You can actually get business cards that offer a flat 2% cash back structure. Like this whole year, I've been using the Amex Blue Business Cash Card. And so with that card, I'm getting a flat 2% back. In this case, I would only be incurring a 0.9% fee. So maybe that would be worth it for me that month if I'm making quite a bit more in my business in that time period. I could be making 300%, 200% on that money. And so if I'm going to pay 0.9% of a fee just to, retain that cash flow for the month. Another thing that you can do, what I'm thinking about, is that you can use this for a sign-up bonus. So if you want to tackle a sign-up bonus real quick, and there's something that you could buy for your business, maybe a piece of equipment, or you could pay a contractor, or you could do some sort of renovation, make any sort of purchase. Maybe you could pay rent for your business. You could use a credit card to do that. Meet that high sign-up bonus, because business cards come with like extremely high minimum spend amounts. Sometimes it's like $4,000, $5,000, $10,000. So with this method, you'd be paying that 2.9% fee, but the return on spend could be anywhere from 10, 20, 30% for that sign-up bonus. So you can pay by fast ACH bank transfer, and that's going to be a 1% fee attached. You can do a fast check, and that has $20. You can also do the international bank transfer for a $20 fee. So it's important to know which credit cards can you use to facilitate these payments through Milio. And so you can use American Express. You can use Visa as well, but only some Visas. It's got to be a Visa business card. So it can't use those consumer side cards, like the Chase cards are going to be Visa, I believe. You can't use those, but you can use the business, so the Chase Inc. cards, you can use those. You can use MasterCards and Discover cards. Now, I would caution you against using Discover just because on the business side, Discover is going to be reporting to your personal credit. So a lot of people do not like to use Discover business cards. And guys, if you own a business or maybe you're a sole proprietor, if you do business on the side, maybe you have a side hustle and you want to use Milio, definitely hit the link below if you want to get access and set up an account with Milio, okay? So the next thing you can do is pay your rent with a credit card. And so this kind of got flipped on its head recently. This card's been out for about a year now. It's called the Built card. It's got a lot of praise because it's the only card on the market that lets you pay your rent, no matter how you have to pay. And we're going to discuss that. You can pay your rent with this card with no fees. Okay, so I think it's a no-brainer for anybody that's actually renting right now, which is a lot of people, I'm sure. You can use the Built card. And so with this card, it has no annual fee, which is awesome. You have points. You get 1x points on rent without the transaction fee, up to 100,000 points in each calendar year. So you get 2x points on travel and then 3x points on dining. So you definitely want to pay attention to a little bit of fine print right here. You have to use the card 5 times. You have to use the card 5 times each statement period to earn points. So if you're not using that card a minimum of 5 times in that 30-day period, then you're not going to earn any points. So they really want you to be using the card at a typical frequency. You can earn points on rent at any apartment, pay rent and earn points with no fee, and then you get double the points on the first. So if you're using the card on the first, that'd probably be a good time to put a few transactions through on the first, because you're going to get double points. You're going to get 6x on dining, 4x on travel, and 2x on other purchases. And so Built points have been rated more valuable than Amex membership rewards points and Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Also, if you're thinking that you couldn't use this for rent, even if your property only accepts checks, you can still pay with your card through the Built Rewards app and will send a physical check on your behalf. It even comes with some MasterCard features like travel benefits. You're getting trip cancellation and interruption protection, trip delay reimbursement, auto rental collision damage waiver, no foreign transaction, conversion fee, and Lyft credits. You're also getting DoorDash credits. So you get a 3-month DoorDash Pass membership for free. And as a new member with your Built MasterCard, plus both new and existing members get $5 off their first order each month. I also like that it comes with $800 worth of cell phone protection and a $25 deductible, which is super low. Here's a big question. It says, I don't live in a Built property. Can I still earn points with rent? And it says, of course you can. Even if you're outside of the Built Rewards Alliance, you can still use your Built to earn points on rent with the Built MasterCard. As long as your landlord uses an online property portal or accepts checks, you can use Built for no transaction fees. So here's another big question. It says, can I pay my rent by check, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle? It says, yes, you would be able to earn rewards on rent if you pay your landlord via check, Venmo, or PayPal, or other online portals. Unfortunately, we do not support Zelle today. And so this is something that I was wondering. My online portal charges a fee for credit cards. Will I be charged when using the Built MasterCard? And that's a resounding no. If you pay through an online portal, Built will provide you with a Built rent account in order to pay your rent without any transaction fees. With the Built rent account, you'll use a unique checking and routing number found in the Built Rewards app to enter into your online portal as an ACH e-check payment. So there's going to be no fees. Even if they are saying they're charging fees on the landlord side, you still won't be paying fees on that. I have a link to the Built MasterCard as well down below. I know that we just finished up with tax season, but you should know that it's actually a good time to pay your taxes. So for so many years, it was not really an option to pay your taxes with a credit card. But now the IRS actually offers some pretty good options for you. And so if you look, the fees are only 1.85%, which is the lowest, and 1.87% and 1.9%. And so, I mean, obviously you want to choose a lower rate, but if you have like a flat 2% card, like for example, I use a SoFi MasterCard, that's a flat 2% on all transactions. If I use that, then I'll still be earning 0.15% cash back by paying taxes. So that I'm not sure when this went into effect, maybe the last year or so, but it's nice to be able to, and sometimes when you owe money for taxes, you're going to owe hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. If you didn't calculate, your allowances correctly, you can make mistakes like that. But if you owe, then you can actually capitalize on the amount that you owe in taxes. So a lot of people probably don't know that you can use peer-to-peer transfer apps to transfer payments to friends and family with a credit card with no fees. All right, so Amex has partnered with Venmo and PayPal here, and Amex has the send and split feature. And so you can send money or split purchases with any other Venmo or PayPal user right from the Amex app. All right. And so pay any other Venmo or PayPal user with the flexibility of Amex. There's no standard credit card fee. When you go into your Amex app, you're just going to be looking for the send and split icon here. And it says Venmo and PayPal. Enroll in that. And so big thing, what is eligible for send and split? So send and split is available in the Amex app, and you can use any basic consumer card in your Amex online account. So I can't use my Amex business card for this purpose. I have to have an Amex personal card, like a gold card or a platinum card. All right. And so speaking of those cards, so here's something you got to know. Is there a limit to how much money I can add to my Amex Send account? And so, yes, there is. And it depends on what card you have. You have a Centurion card, it's $5,000 limit. If you have a platinum card, it's $4,000. And any other card, so that's a green card, gold card, any other card, what have you, that's $2,000 limit, which is still good. Like if you have to split a payment with a friend over dinner, or maybe you just want to send some money to somebody and you still want to have some cash flow on the personal side, you can send up to $2,000 and have a 25-day grace period to repay that. Before you start using some of these methods, you actually need a decent credit limit to begin with. Like, how are you going to pay taxes with a $500 credit limit? So hit the link below to download my free credit limit increase cheat sheet. This is going to show you strategies you can use to raise your credit limits. Thank you for watching.